Hey, what's up guys, OSG here, and today I've got an absolute belter for you. We're diving into a comparison of Bruce Lee. For a lot of people this would be one of the most nostalgic games ever, an early title that absolutely blew people away. What makes Bruce Lee so special is it's aged incredibly well. Strip away the years and what you're left with is pure brilliant gameplay running through its veins. No gimmicks, no fluff, just tight design and endless fun. Now this game was released on 9 systems, and today I'm going to be showing you each of them, ranked from worst to best. But before we kick off, I've got a quick shout out I promised a while back. That's to Rob from Retro or Bust. If you love C64 or retro gaming in general, his channel is an absolute must. I was going to talk over his intro video, but honestly, after watching it, it speaks for itself. It's funny, it's clever, it's spot on. So enough from me, let's roll VT.
Oh, hi.
Wake up, Daddy. Breakfast ready.
I've got an idea for a sequel to Bomb Jack.
It's -4. I must be mad.
She's best known for her massive 1987 hit single Boys Summertime Love.
What's this modern rubbish? I finally got a Vectrex!
Told you he was funny. Make sure you get over to Rob's channel, Retro or Bust, and check out the massive amount of videos he's put together. There's loads of great stuff on there. I'll leave a link in the description below and you'll find it again at the end of this video. Alright then, that's enough promoting. Let's get to it. Time to look at Bruce Lee on every system, ranked in order of greatness. Starting off at the bottom, we've got the BBC Micro version, and oh dear. Technically, yes, this is Bruce Lee, but you'll notice a few immediate differences. First of all, Bruce himself is pink with blonde hair. Not the most authentic look for a kung fu legend, and the game only ever spawns one enemy on screen, so you're fighting Yamo over and over, with a little ninja guy completely missing. Several rooms are simplified, explosions trigger automatically instead of waiting for you, and to top it off, there's no 2-player option. For a machine that gave us Elite and some great arcade style games, this one feels a bit unfinished. Interesting to see, but it's hard to recommend when you've got so many stronger versions ahead. The PC-88 version is a Japanese exclusive, published on the Comptique label, and here's the thing, it's actually quite faithful. You still got 20 rooms, Yamo and the ninja, and the lantern collecting puzzle platform gameplay intact, but it's rough around the edges. Sprites are stiff, animation is jerky, and it doesn't quite capture the energy of the Western versions. That said, there is a charm in seeing Bruce Lee appear on the Japanese PCs at all. Remember, this was 1984 Japan, where home computers were dominated by text adventures and RPGs. Having Bruce around drop-kicking a sumo wrestler was unusual, and that makes this version worth at least a peek. Now, the Apple II, a machine from 1977, still getting big name ports in 1984. Respect. This version is faithful enough, but you can feel Apple's age. The graphics are in high-res artifact mode, which means Bruce and his environments are colourful but scrappy looking, with odd colour fringes. Gameplay is intact, but slower than the other systems, and there's some quirky bugs, like elevators pinning you in place so enemies can cheap shot you. Still, for the Apple II fans, this was a real treat at the time, an honest-to-goodness arcade-style platformer on a system more known for educational software. It's playable and complete, just not the version you'd reach for first today. The DOS release is fascinating because it really depends on what system you ran it on. If you loaded up on basic IBM PC with CGA graphics, you got the usual 4-colour look, Bruce stomping through cyan and magenta caverns. On a composite monitor, you might squeeze a few more fake colours out of it, but if you were lucky enough to own an IBM PC Junior or a Tandy 1000, this suddenly levelled up to 16 colours on screen and 3 voice sounds, instead of a single monotone PC speaker beep. Underneath, it's the same Bruce Lee game, same layout, same 2-player option, but depending on your hardware, it ranged from bare bones to surprisingly decent. And this is a decent one, if you're wondering. The MSX port is again very faithful to the original design. Controls are good, the enemies are here, and you can play in 2-player mode, just like on the Western machines. Where it falters is the presentation. The player field feels narrower, sprites are flickery, and the animation can look choppy compared to the smoother 8-bit Atari and C64 versions. Still, it's a solid Bruce Lee. If you had a MSX back then, you weren't missing out on the experience, you just weren't getting the best looking one. Now we're into the good stuff. The Amstrad CPC port really holds its own. Unlike the BBC version, here Bruce actually looks like Bruce. The graphics are clean and bright, maybe a bit too neon in spots, but they are very clear and easy to read. Movement is smooth, combat is sharp, and you've got all 20 screens to explore. The 2-player YAMO mode is here too, and on the CPC, it's a riot. The game doesn't slow down under the chaos, which is impressive for the hardware. Amstrad reviewers loved it, and it still plays well today. Not quite the very best, but you can feel the love in this port. For a lot of UK players, this was Bruce Lee. Released in 1985 by US Gold, the Spectrum version makes clever use of monochrome graphics to avoid colour clash. Bruce, Yamo and the Ninja are all clear against the backgrounds, and this game runs at really nice speed. It's addictive, responsive, and faithful to the original design. 2-player YAMO mode is here too, and if you've ever played this with your mate, you'll know just how much fun that adds. The only downside is the lack of colour variety, but honestly, once you start running, jumping and kicking, you stop caring. This is one of the Spectrum's most beloved action games, and it still holds up brilliantly. This is where it all began. The Atari 8-bit family got Bruce Lee first in 1984 with Datasoft's original version quoted by Ron Fortier, art by Kelly Day and music from John Fitzpatrick, and it shows. This is a polished, fast and fluid game. The animation is smooth, the controls are precise, and the environments are colourful but readable. The 2 enemies work perfectly to keep the pressure on, and the game's 20 rooms are packed with clever little puzzles and traps. Most importantly, it feels good to play, and that's what made Bruce Lee such a classic in the first place. It's not just another licensed game, it's an honest-to-goodness fun platformer. And here we are at the top, the Commodore 64 version. My personal favourite, and I think the definitive Bruce Lee. Everything that made the Atari version great is here. The speed, the controls, the enemies, the puzzles, but the C64 adds an extra layer of personality. The graphics are chunkier but full of charm. The sound is richer thanks to the SID chip, and the John Fitzpatrick opening tune is iconic. That little melody is burned into a generation's memory. Playing Bruce Lee on the C64 is just fun. It's smooth, it's responsive, the 2-player mode is as chaotic as ever. Whether you're sneaking through the electric traps, outsmarting Yamo, or landing the perfect flying kick on a ninja, it all just feels right. This isn't just one of the best versions of Bruce Lee, it's one of the best games on the system, period. The perfect blend of action, exploration and charm. And honestly, if you play one version today, make sure it's this one. And that's a lot. 9 different takes on Bruce Lee, from pink-haired imposters on the BBC Micro all the way up to the definitive C64 classic. What I love about this game is how, no matter the machine, it's recognisably the same adventure. The lanterns, the traps, Yamo bumbling after you, some parts are rough, some are brilliant, but they all show how far Bruce's little 8-bit legacy travelled. So what's your favourite version? Did you grow up with the Spectrum or the C64, or maybe even one of the rarer Japanese ones? Drop a comment, let me know, and if you enjoyed this trip back through reports, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more great retro content. If you would like to become a Patreon like these karate choppers going up the screen right now, get on over to my Patreon channel where you can pledge for as little as $1. That will get you perks like your name in the end credits, video requests, giveaways and more in the future. Till next time, this is OSG, signing out.